if you guys are doing worse than you did last year, then don't be so hard on yourself. I mean, I am hard on myself all the time, but like, just know that if you are being hard on yourself, there is also some factors that you can't control. So just do your best to control what you can control, is what I'm trying to say. Hey, it's me again. It's been a while since I've really done a real discussion like type video on the channel, but today's video is going to be trying to answer the question, is second year harder than the first year of university? At least in my program, which is MedSci at Western University. There's quite a few answers to this question. There's no right one or wrong one because I'm just one person and my experience is not going to be the same as anyone else's, and your experience should be unique as well. This is just a theoretical discussion and just trying to bounce a few ideas just so you guys feel a little bit more prepared when you tackle your second year, because I know that a lot of you guys that watch these videos are in your first year of this program. So with that out of the way, make sure you drop a like on the video and also comment down below what you think about this question. And also comment what other videos you would like to see next, because as you can tell, my ideas are running dry. Kind of. Because there's not really much to talk about when school is in session. So, yeah. So first, I guess I'll talk about the subjects, and I think that in terms of the courses that we take, they are a little bit harder because they're a bit more specific than the first year's content. There's just a little bit more to know, and I feel like there are a few more assignments depending on the courses that you're taking compared to last year's mandatory courses. I feel like this year there's a lot more quizzes. There's at least 2 quizzes per week, and it's honestly kind of annoying. In that sense, I feel like it is harder, but at the same time, some people would argue that because your first year has prepared you to take on more responsibility and a higher course load, that it would be easier because you gathered a bigger skill set or that you are better adapted to take on more coursework. I'd say that this argument could go either way because one, you still have to put in the same effort plus a bit more compared to last year. It's not just, oh, you're just going to get used to it. You still have to actively put in the effort. Like, I know in this semester, I haven't really been putting that much effort into studying, to be honest, because I don't know, I just feel like I don't really care about school that much anymore. It's not a really good thing because my channel is all about school and stuff. I'm still going to try, but it's not going to be the same level as what I was trying to do before. I don't know exactly what I'm trying to do with this video, but I just want to talk. That's pretty much why I'm doing it. Another reason why people would say it's harder is because they're like, oh, it's second year, duh. Logically, it's supposed to get progressively harder as the years go on. And I'd say that's kind of true because you're expected to learn a bit more than what you've basically tackled in first year, which is honestly a review of high school for the most part. I'm not sure if that's the same for all high schools because I don't think we all learn the same things, but first year should catch you all up to speed, and then second year is kind of an even playing field. So in that case, I might have been over prepared for first year, and then now it feels like it's actually a bit harder than last year because last year was all review. No, because last year was mostly review, and this year I'm actually trying to learn new things. Another reason why people would say it's harder is probably because it's all online right now and people just aren't used to it. I feel like there are good things about learning online, like you don't have to go to class most of the time because you don't have to travel, and that saves a lot of time. But it also means that you have to stop yourself from visiting distracting websites like YouTube and the such. Because look, you're on your personal computer the entire time. So it's really a struggle for those people who are more prone to get addicted to the internet and stuff like that and video games. I really don't have great control over what I'm doing here on the computer, which is not a good thing. Well, some people would just be like, oh, just be more disciplined. And while that might be true, I don't know why I just don't really care right now. It might seem like I'm just rambling and just blaming everything on there being a lockdown and all that. But like, pretty sure it's tough for everybody. And by the way, if any of you guys are watching and you're in high school and you're like, oh, I don't even know how first year is like, so how would I compare the two? I think all this boils down to is that this year has been hard for you guys as well. Like I thought that for the most part the content in second year was not very hard. It was just there was just more of it. It's just the quantity, not the difficulty of it, that raised substantially higher. I just think that I put less effort nowadays compared to last year, simply because I don't know, I lacked motivation and I don't know, it's just being at home all the time is kind of a bummer. This year is just tougher because it's this year. So if you guys are doing worse than you did last year, then don't be so hard on yourself. I mean, I am hard on myself all the time, but like just know that if you are being hard on yourself, there is also some factors that you can't control. So just do your best to control what you can control is what I'm trying to say. Well, I'm being kind of hypocritical because I do play quite a bit of games nowadays. Hopefully that doesn't affect my marks that much. Last term I was trying to work the entire time and it was so boring. It was so painful to just sit there the entire day and just try to knock it out. And I don't think that's the right way to go about it. So I just mix in a couple video games here and there, basically just playing League. And it's kind of fun because I'm playing with a friend, but at the same time I feel like I'm not really getting that much work done. But I'll update you in the next iteration of Is Second Year Harder Than First Year, probably at the end of the term, just to see how my performance is impacted by me trying to grind the rank ladder in League of Legends. I don't know, it's just an experiment of sorts. I guess I am a man of science. Just kidding, I'm just playing games because I think it's fun. But like, I just want to see what kind of difference me just sitting there for an extra few hours would make compared to if I just used those extra few hours to just have some fun and just do something that I thought was useless, you know? Because I feel like after a certain point, when you study more and more, it doesn't really improve your results by that much. So I want to see for myself, and I'll tell you guys how that goes. This video has been quite rambly, but the main point of this video is, will I still do like decently well if I didn't put those extra 3 hours when I've already spent like 6 hours studying? And another point that I wanted to make in this video was that if you think that you're doing bad because something's wrong with you or something, just know that it's a combination of factors. Maybe something is wrong with you. I can't just deny that because I don't know who you exactly are, right? But there can also be an aspect that is outside your control, like the fact that we cannot physically go to school for the most part, and yeah, shit's tough. Anyway, it feels like I really didn't answer the question. But if you really wanted a solid answer, I'd say maybe it is harder. For one, I don't think the content's that much harder, but the sheer quantity makes it kind of annoying to deal with, especially if you have very little motivation and you just don't want to do it. Like, I don't really want to do it sometimes. As for the people that do argue that it's harder, they would say it's a combination that the content itself is harder, or the quantity just makes it that much harder. And the fact that we're all staying at home makes things a little bit more difficult because you get distracted by a lot of things like your family, I don't know, your pets. I don't have pets, but and yeah, your personal computer and stuff. And yeah, it can be argued either way, and you just gotta do your best and control what you can control, and the rest, you just can't be too hard on yourself about it. So yeah, that's about it for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to smash that like button and hit subscribe with post notifications on so you can see the next video that I put up. And yeah, comment down below what you think about this question, and that's about it. See ya.